Hi, fellow traders. I hope you guys had a great day today. Well, my day was a little crazy, as you'll see here in a minute, but we came out on top. I guess the good thing is we learned the best lessons on days like today. The bad thing is I'm tired of teaching it. Now, I want to move on to something else, but this is the best lesson that you can learn. And it's one of the main reasons that I do things the way I do it. You got to see reality. You got to see exactly what you're going to be in for, when you're looking at having a career in trading. So, I don't mind, teaching the hard lessons. Now, tomorrow, having a free webinar. We're starting at 8 o'clock right here on YouTube. Normally we start the live stream at 8:30, but we want to start at 8 o'clock because I'm going to go over what we're going to be doing with this small account. Well, I'm calling it a micro account. I trade in a small account every day, showing you guys how to grow it and the things that are important that you need to make sure that you know you do day in and day out. Well, there's a lot of members and other people that follow me that have a lot smaller accounts. And there's a different mindset. You can grow. As I said yesterday, it doesn't matter if I had listened to these people tell me, you can't start with this amount of money, you need to save or you need to go do this and do that, I wouldn't be talking to you right now. So it can be done. It's a lot harder, but it's possible if you have the right education and you have the right direction. And that's what this is all about. So I'll be going over the strategies and setting up how we're going to be managing it, and then we're going to get into our live day trading feed. So you can hang out with us tomorrow morning and watch us trade the markets live. The same strategies that I'll be going over are the same strategies that I will be trading. So to go along with this, I am offering this roadmap to growing your trading account special, your small trading account. Um, and it's pretty much the same as the roadmap special. You got 6 months access to my live trading education chat room, 6 hours of personal mentoring sessions, access to all of my live classes, all of the class recordings, access to all of the trading materials that I have, the trade idea scanner, the hotkeys that I use for the earnings trades, all of the trading templates I use for my reflection, business plan, planning trades. You guys get all of that for only $249, and I don't think you can beat that deal anywhere. But I'm throwing something else into it. The first 10 people that sign up. Now this is gonna go live midnight tonight. The first 10 people that sign up, um, you will get a really nice surprise. So I'm not gonna reveal that until the live stream tomorrow. But believe me, you guys will be pleasantly surprised with it. So again, it's not going to go live until midnight tonight. But if you have any questions or anything, just shoot me an email and I'll be glad to go over it with you. All right, so let's take a look at my trades from the day. Now this CRM, this was a carryover from the earnings trade yesterday. And I told you what my concerns were here with the way this ramped up on this massive volume that came in. These candlesticks were a lot bigger than the average candlesticks here. So that kind of gave me some pause. And that's why I only went in with half the size I could get in on this $150 stock. So I was looking for it to sell off. Now this is what I normally see when a stock is going to gap down. So the numbers told me we were going to get a gap down. The chart was telling me, and in this case, it just fell. It popped. So what I normally see here is it come back and start to sell off and go back to where I thought it would go to start with. The only reason I was able to give this room is because I was in with such smaller size. And I decided to just hold it overnight because I felt this was going to come back. I mean, I didn't think I was wrong in interpreting the numbers. I just felt the company just pumped it, got these guys thinking one thing, and when the smart people came in today, it would start selling off and go back to home where it belonged. And I thought we were going to get that. But this 100 period moving average here held. You can see it bounced off of it. Never really breached this all day. So I had to, go ahead and take it off and just take the hit on it. So only $140 loss on this. Um, yeah, I could have taken it off yesterday for, maybe half that. But I wanted to give it a chance. I had really strong conviction that this was going to come back. And most likely in the next couple of days, you'll see this sell off. But just didn't happen today. So the stock that I had this love-hate relationship with today was on Roku. Now I was pleasantly surprised that we were able to have shares to short. In SureTrader, they've never had Roku shares. And I was really surprised that we had them. So I got excited yesterday. I didn't trade it yesterday, but I saw it today. And the first thing in my mind was we're going to 100 today. So that was the move I wanted. I wanted to move to 100. So I got in 5-minute opening range break, perfect entry. And we started having trouble up here around, 150, $100.50. So ended up taking some profit here. And then it pulled all the way back to my entry, stopped me out at break even. And then it started ramping back up. I mean, it went right to where I entered and ramped up. Now, what I'm starting to see, and I'm going to go back and check some other charts, is these guys know what strategy a lot of us play. A lot of people play the 5-minute opening range. I'm not the only one that does this. It's probably why I need to maybe move to 3, but sometimes the 3-minute and the 5-minute line up perfectly. So, I don't really know what I can do. It's something I'm going to look at the next time I get to really do some back testing. But it looks like it just comes right back to the opening range high, and then it just goes back to where it's going to go. And it's ramped up. So I wasn't chasing this. If I was chasing it, I would have jumped in here. But I waited for it to break the high of the previous candle, and I was buying for the 100 break. And I felt we would get at least up to 150, maybe 101. But I got in, this candle looked pretty good. I thought we were going to keep pushing, and the bottom fell out, came all the way back. But really the only mistake I made on this was I really gave it too much room. Now I should have been out of this right here, around here, but I just let it go and ended up, stopping out here. So really gave it too much room. So it ate up the profit I made here, plus took me negative some more. And, didn't really, manage my risk very well. So I wasn't happy about this. And, over here, I kind of waited and just was waiting for another entry, basically. And we got an entry here off the VWAP. And I was really patient. And this trade worked out beautifully. You can see I got it and I scaled out at strategic points and just didn't make my final target. I wanted 102. It came really close, but then it started to sell off, and I actually thought we were giving up here and we were going to pull back the VWAP going into the close. Well, I got I took it off and then flipped it short, and then look what happened. So all of the good work I did here to make up for this got negated right here. So, that was that. So I was really upset um, with how this turned out. But, you can see minus 43.22 on Roku. So I was sitting on a red day. That was minus 139 from CRM, minus 43.22 on Roku. And we had a couple of earnings options come up. So SFIX was the one that I chose, and I posted both, SFIX and FIRE or FIVE. And I posted both of those. And right before the close, I let you know what they were setting up, what the setup was looking like. And SFIX was the one that really stayed pretty tight and, stuck to the setup. And so that's the one we jumped in, and we got a really nice, a huge move. The first target was going to be 25. I didn't anticipate it to ramp up this hard, this fast, but we got 27. I was looking for 27.50, then 28.50, and then, I was looking for 30 and hit all the targets. And this thing actually went up over 31, I believe, later on in the aftermarket session. But solid trade, 899.75. This was awesome. So this took me from a red day to, a really nice green day. So, the whole day was really a challenge. It was really a struggle. It was a day of, really teaching some serious lessons, some really good lessons, that we fall into that trap all the time, of thinking we know more than we actually should, than we actually know, and not sticking to our stop. And that's pretty much what the day consisted of. But that's it. I'm happy. We're shutting it down. We got Thursday and Friday to do. Just don't forget. Check us out tomorrow, 8 o'clock, right here on YouTube. We're doing the free small account day trading webinar, um, complete with live trading and everything. So come join us. It'll be a lot of fun. You can learn a lot. Don't forget about the special. That's going to go live at midnight tonight. And that's going to wrap it up for me. So I'll see you guys first thing in the morning.